guys, welcome back to the vlog. I've just arrived and landed at Mumbai airport. We've just exited the international arrivals area and we're having our first cup of chai and then we're going to slowly make our way to the domestic terminal because we've got a domestic flight to Rishikesh in about 3 hours time. But we're just taking a little break, taking in the warm breeze, just sort of climatizing. But I absolutely love Mumbai airport. I'm going to show you why, because as soon as you exit, there's so many shops and there's so many eateries that I've never seen that in any other airport. So let me show you. So you've got a chai point, and then we've got a Costa coffee, a Baskin Robbins there, it's a bit early for an ice cream, a pharmacy, a dumplings outlet, and then some traditional Indian food here. And then on the other side, we've got the tea counter that we've just been having some tea at. On this side, you've got a KFC. We've just been having tea here. And then another couple of traditional food outlets. So we're just going to head over to the domestic terminal and catch our internal flight to Rishikesh. Let's go. So we finally made it to Rishikesh. I feel like I've been traveling for like 3 days, but it was okay. The domestic flight was absolutely horrendous, but I often find that domestic flights in India are really not of a good standard. It was challenging, but what I love about India, it really teaches me to be patient. So I'm already like in that mode, like constantly like, let it go, let it go. But we've made it to Rishikesh. The temperature is absolutely fantastic. The hotel, or it's more of a guest house, is beautiful. I'll quickly do a whiz around and I'll show you, even though there's luggage everywhere and it's a mess. We're really sort of all over the place with our luggage on this trip so far. But we're really thrilled. The hotel has like an afternoon tea hour now, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go and have a 1 hour massage. So we can't wait for that. But let me just quickly show you the room. It's modest. The outside of like sort of the foyer and everything's really beautiful. It's just like flowers everywhere, and they did like this really nice ceremony when we arrived, and when they checked us in, we had tea and like garlands and things like that. But it's nice. The decor's not too bad. It's lovely, really nice. It kind of goes with the vibe of Rishikesh, which is all about sort of spirituality, yoga, meditation. And then you come out here and we have our own little terrace. So the prayers on the Ganges have already started, which is what you can hear in the background. So that's our little terrace. And then we've got our garden area here. And then just walking across, we've got views of the Ganges all the way along. I did want a room higher up, but it was all fully booked. It is international yoga season at the moment. So I did actually want a room up there so you can sort of see the breadth of the Ganges, but they didn't have anything. But we can't complain. There's people there bathing in the Ganges. It's so blue and clear here, but I wouldn't bathe here. And then you can see all the river rafters going up and down, which we're planning to do tomorrow. But so far we're really impressed. It's just very chilled. They have yoga in the morning, which we're going to do, and then they have a meditation session at 6:30 to 7:30. I don't think we're going to be able to do that tonight. I don't think we'll be able to do either nights actually, because we've got stuff on. But the fact that that's included as well within the price is great. We get breakfast included, and we've paid around £120 a night, which, considering that the International Yoga Festival is going on at the moment, that is an absolute bargain. So yeah, we couldn't be happier. Also an incredible, powerful hot shower, which is all you need when you are staying in a hotel in India. So very impressed with that, especially after coming off a flight. That's all you want. So yeah, we're just getting relaxed. We're trying to sort of wind down after sort of very chaotic 24 hours, but we're feeling good. Tired, but good. We had an incredible massage and some dinner. We're just out for a little stroll before we head back to the room and hit the hay, because it's been an extremely long day and a half and we're absolutely shattered. And tomorrow we're going to try and get up early, go and do the yoga, and then go white water rafting if we can get a slot. So that's the plan. Let's see if it works out. But yeah, I'll just show you the view very quickly. So these bridges now have these like funky light displays, which we're not quite sure about, but it is nice to see them lit up. What's nice is literally right outside of our patio there is a gate that takes you down to the banks, so we don't have to walk very far if we want to go for a little walk along the Ganges. Good morning, guys. It's our very first morning in Rishikesh. We've been up since around 7:30 actually, because we did a yoga session at 8, which was tough. Like, I didn't sleep so good, just with our body clocks being all over the place, but it was good. I'm glad we did it, just because I don't really do yoga back home, and it's really helped. We had the massage last night, and the yoga this morning has just really helped us kind of unwind, relax, and sort of recover from the flight. And we've only got sort of 2 full days here, so we just need to get up and make the most of it. So we did yoga, we had a really beautiful breakfast. I'm going to film some of the breakfast tomorrow. I've just not been with it this morning. But I'm going to film some of the breakfast tomorrow to show you what kind of breakfast you get here. And we are now getting ready to go river rafting. We're getting picked up and we're doing a 16-kilometre I don't know what would you call it, a 16-kilometre raft. I don't know what the technical term is, but it's about 2 hours, so we're getting picked up. I'm not going to take this camera. I might try and capture some footage on my phone, but yeah, I just want to show you. Like, I keep sort of wanting to show the same view, but I just can't. You just can't. Every time I look at it, I feel really blessed, and it's so serene. It's really weird. We're just saying, like, the colour of the water has this tendency just to calm you down. And we couldn't have picked a better hotel. The food has been amazing. Like, the other thing we were just saying at breakfast is that a lot of the hotels we were looking at before we booked this one were sort of half an hour away from the sort of Rishikesh city centre. And we're actually glad, because we haven't got much time, we're glad that we booked this one and we're kind of close to all the action, because it's just lovely to be able to step out here and be on the banks. Whereas some of the other hotels we're looking at were much further down, much more remote, and as idyllic as I'm sure they would be, to go anywhere you'd need a car. And David and I both like just being able to sort of have the option of walking out of the hotel and going for a walk or doing something like that, like we did last night. So we couldn't have picked a better hotel.
Boys, look here. So now we have first rapid call. Welcome to Shivpuri. And you have to say loudly, Jai. Gange Maiya ki Jai. Oh. Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Forward. Very good. Forward. Come on. Forward, guys. Forward. Forward, boys, forward. Come on, guys. Yes, that's the party. Try to swim.
We've just got back from whitewater rafting, probably one of the best experiences of our lives. It was unbelievable. And what was the most unexpected is that we got to swim in there, which I just did not think that we'd get a chance to do. As you may know, swimming in the Ganges is a holy experience. If you ever come to Rishikesh, do not miss this experience. It's like a bucket list life experience.
We just had 2.5 hours of just this personal kind of journey down the rapids, where Rishi just said we kind of got to jump in twice, but then the third time we actually swam the rapids, and I think we swam alongside the boat for about 25-30 minutes. Honestly speaking, it felt like we were outside the boat more than we were in it, and again, we just didn't expect it. I feel exhilarated. I just feel the calmest I've felt in a long time. It was just, as Rishi said, one of those experiences which was on your bucket list, and for any of you who's lucky to come to Rishikesh, it's a must.
So we're just having our first lunch at the hotel, so I thought I'll show you what we've got. Trying to keep it light. So we went for a mixed grill. We've got basil infused paneer. That's potatoes stuffed with paneer. That's a different type of paneer. I don't know. That's tandoori cauliflower, I think, with some cheese on there. That's some potato patties and some more potatoes, I think. And then onion salad, green chutney, and some fresh watermelon and apple juice. Leave it in and then put that there.
Just to know you're filming it.
So we decided to go to Triveni Ghat, which is a big shopping market, and then in the evening they have prayers there on the Ganges. But just our luck, every Thursday the market's closed, so we have had to change our plans, and we're now going to go and do what we were going to do tomorrow, which is walk across Ramjula and head over to Lakshmanjula. The two main bridges in Rishikesh are Ramjula and Lakshmanjula. So we're going to now go and take a walk over there, maybe find a cafe in an hour or so to sit in and have a drink overlooking the Ganges, and maybe just take it easy. And then not sure if we'll catch some evening prayers tonight, just depends where we find ourselves. But now we're just gonna go and do some exploring.
I think we're the wrong side.
अरे दीक्षु खड़े हैं
We've just been walking for like the last hours. We've stopped in this incredible cafe with a view of the Ganges for a quick drink, pick me up, probably chill here for about half an hour or so, have something to eat. But let me swing around and just show you guys. Well, you can see the view behind me. It's called the Ganga View Cafe. Behind me is Lakshmanjula. And a fresh lime soda, which is really good in the sun, in the heat. So often when I come to India, I drink one of these every couple a day, and it just restores all the electrolytes that you lose from sweating in the heat. So because Lakshmanjula is closed, we've got to get the boat across to the other side, and it's around £1 for both of us. So yeah, we weren't going to complain about that.
So we're just having dinner in our hotel, and I thought I'll show you what we're having. It's quite a mix of cuisines. So we started off with hot and sour soup, and now we're moving on to some pilau rice with peas, some hakka vegetable noodles. That's a smashed aubergine curry. That's a creamy mixed vegetable curry. This is a millet chapati and some onions and some lime sodas. Come back to our room having had dinner. Dinner is so lovely in the hotel. Like, there isn't even a need to go out because they do so many different cuisines, and it's all really fresh and tasty. And you just don't know when you go out, like how good it's going to be or how hygienic it's going to be. In a hotel, you know that they're catering for foreigners, and you know they've got to make sure their standards are sort of like right up there, hygiene standards, and just generally like freshness of everything. Yeah, we're feeling tired, but in a really relaxed way. Like we just want to get some good sleep, and yeah, just sort of be fresh in the morning because we're going to go back to yoga for 8. And then we've got a trip planned to some caves, which I'll talk about when we're there. But yeah, it's been an amazing day. Like one of those days where you know it's going to be good, but then certain things happen that just exceed your expectations. It's been that kind of a day. So I'm going to sign off for tonight, and I shall see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. I hope you're all enjoying this vlog so far. It's a bit of a rough start this morning, I'm not going to lie. I just didn't sleep very well at all. I think the jet lag, the time difference is still catching me out, and I don't get to sleep till about 2 a.m. and then it's time to wake up at 7:30 a.m. and we did not manage to make it to yoga this morning, and then had a bit of a rushed breakfast because we ended up waking up late, and our driver was coming to take us to our first spot of the day today, which is Vashishta Cave. And the Vashishta Cave is a very popular cave here in Rishikesh, where Swami Vashishta, the great sage who contributed to the Vedic texts, the philosophy of Hinduism, meditated here. And a lot of the caves here in Rishikesh are where a lot of great sages and learned scholars meditated for years and attained enlightenment. And that's why Rishikesh is the home of yoga and philosophy, because this is where a lot of the great sages came and meditated and found enlightenment. So we've been told by my dad to go and visit one of these caves, yet there's no path, so we're trying to make our way. We're trying to get down there, and this is the path. Wish us luck! We found the cave, and we're in the cave. I'm going to show you the view from the cave. There's a waterfall in the back, and this river is so fast flowing. So it said that these great sages meditated in these caves for years and years, all on their own, no other human in sight. And you can really see why, because it's just so serene, it's so peaceful. All you can hear is the river flowing. You can also hear people going down in rafts, but But if you remove all of that, it's just such a conducive environment to contemplate and meditate and slow your mind down. So where we've been meditating, there is a hut where one of the monks lives, and as soon as we got here, they offered David a big fat spliff to smoke. He did refuse, but I think that's only because we've got to trek back up, otherwise I think he would have been game. That's where his hut is. That's where he lives, overlooking the river. We're now on our way to Trivenigat, where one of the big artis happen, which is the evening offering to the Holy River. There's also a really big market there, so we're going to go and explore that. This is David's first rickshaw ride, and we're also in a sharing rickshaw, which actually I've never seen in India before. I think it's quite unique to this part of India, where you jump in a rickshaw, it's almost like a bus taxi. So we've got some other people in here, and it's all pretty exciting. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Your first rickshaw ride? Yeah, I'm just taking it all in. It's chaotic, but fun. Yeah, really.
So we've just got to Triveni market, which seems to be one of the biggest markets in Rishikesh. Selling a lot of things that we probably wouldn't buy or need, but nonetheless it's nice to see. Very colourful. We're just making our way down to the banks so we can walk along there, maybe find a nice cafe to have a drink, because the air is so dry. We've had 2 drinks already at the hotel, but we're already really parched. So we might find a cafe, have a drink, and then go and join the line up for the arti, get a good seat hopefully. So we've come to the Ganga Arati, which starts in about an hour, but we've just been walking along the riverfront. There's a really nicely done promenade because we've got time to kill. So we've just been walking for the last half an hour along this promenade. Let me show you. So that's where the river kind of winds down. It's a lot calmer down here. It's more of an estuary around here. It's the promenade we've been walking down. And it's all derelict, there's nothing around, and then all of a sudden we came across this cafe. I think we're just both a bit shook as to how in the middle of nowhere is this really nice cafe.
I was not expecting it at all. Like, I was convinced there was no cafe.
Yeah, we had to walk around some like residential flats and dirt tracks,
but
and
it's beautiful,
and you're almost like, surely this can't be here, and then you just turn a corner.
And all this, there's lots of staff, and there's everyone's working on
beautiful,
laptops, and the staff have got uniforms on. It's like
there's a surprise around every corner in India. It's so serene and idyllic. How are you finding it so far?
which bit? This cafe or
Just generally.
so day 3 in Rishikesh, but really we've
Day
got 40 hours.
Second full day.
It's just been jam-packed. We've done whitewater rafting, we've done, like this morning, the caves, the remoteness of it, the tranquility of it.
Also,
just
we've
the
come
fact
to an
there's-
area where everyone's just a bit obsessed with David.
Oh yeah,
shaking his hand, wanting pictures.
I've shaken lots of hands.
So
I didn't figure out what that was for at first.
I guess I see it a lot on TikTok when travellers come to India. They
Yeah.
get stopped for pictures and stuff. So yeah, it's like where we are now. It feels a little bit less mainstream and more local tourists, and just sort of just a little more poorer people, I think, coming to bath in the Ganges.
This definitely feels local. It's like we are. It feels like today we're embedded in just local behaviour. It doesn't feel touristy at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel touristy from a national perspective.
Ah, ठीक है. We've just crossed over Ramjula Bridge. We haven't actually explored the other side of our hotel, so we are, seeing as our last night here, we thought we'll cross the bridge and head over and just see what it's all about. It's a really lovely vibe at the moment. I think David's a bit overwhelmed by the prayers we've just been to. But yeah, there's a really lovely vibe. Everyone's sort of out having dinner and commuting home, and yeah, it's just a really nice atmosphere. So yeah, we're going to go and check out the other side, and yeah. So this guy's famous for his cookies. I found them on YouTube, but he bakes these cookies fresh and then they keep them heated in this oven. Well, I think he probably bakes them as he goes along. It's got chocolate, sesame, coconut and ground nut. How are they?
Lovely, really light. It tastes like great cookies.
You find everything really light.
Huh?
You find everything really light.
Are they really
Really
light?
good. They're homemade.
Yeah.
Light on the chocolate, but so we're actually right across our hotel, which is just over there. That one there. Morning guys, it's our last day in Rishikesh, and yeah, we've just checked out waiting for our taxi to take us to the airport after we've had some lunch. But yeah, it's been a phenomenal 3 days, 2 days, 2 or 3 days by the time we leave, and the property's been amazing. Some of the things we've done have been mind-blowing. I've been here before, but I've never experienced it like I have on this trip. We've just really been able to relax, and I think the hotel we've been staying as well kind of really stokes that sort of promotes that relaxation and allows you to wind down. Yeah, it's been pretty full on, but at the same time it doesn't feel like it's been too much. Let me give you a quick tour of our hotel that we've been staying in at Rishikesh. It's called Yog Niketan by Sanskriti. Sanskriti have 2 properties here. It's more of a guest house. They also offer yoga, meditation, which is included. Got incredible views. Every room has incredible views overlooking the Ganges. It's just so tranquil. The whole property just stokes peace and tranquility. Come down here. Our room was down here. This gate takes you straight out onto the banks, which has been really good because we've been going for walks, and even after dinner, just sort of stepping out, you don't have to go very far to just go along the promenade. Really lush gardens. The service has been incredible. This is the restaurant pavilion. The food has been absolutely brilliant here as well, breakfast and dinner. We've been eating here every night. Around £20 for 2 of you, depending on how much you order. It's been fairly reasonable. We'll allow a breakfast buffet here every day. And come through here, lots of seating. This is the yoga hall on the left. Not sure we can see in. We only managed 1 yoga session, unfortunately. And then through here, there's the spa. We've had 2 treatments since we've been here. Both have been around £30 each for an hour. Your experience been like, David? It's your first time here, so...
It's the first time. I didn't know what to expect. You'd kind of always said it was a special place, and I guess I can see why. I think my overarching view is it's very spiritual. The kind of sense of calm and spirituality that you have here. The Ganges is just kind of like this massive, magnificent kind of force of nature, which is it is Rishikesh. If I was to sum up the Rishikesh, it is the Ganges. Whether you're in it, whether you're making offerings to it, whether you're just kind of praying by the side of it, it is kind of...
It's kind of the heart of...
It's the heart. It's the heart.
Everything revolves around it.
Yeah, and just kind of, not only is it kind of... It's what everyone focuses around, the whole spiritual side of things. It's just, in terms of just natural beauty, it's kind of... It's that stunning, against a backdrop of what is kind of the Himalayan kind of foothills. So
what's
beautiful.
Kind of shocked you or kind of taken you by surprise?
I think, look, I've never been to India before, so Rishikesh, India, is my first time. I think I'll find it different in Mumbai, but in Rishikesh, you can probably hear in the background, there's lots of noise, hustle and bustle, beeping is habitual. And for someone who gets quite frustrated with noise, there's been a couple of moments for me where I've kind of had to just kind of inhale deeply. But what you learn very quickly is that it is, because it is spiritual and part of everyday life, then it's not, at home it'd be kind of very frustrating and it'd be kind of met with anger. So whilst there's all the hustle and bustle and the continuous beeping and it's, extremely busy out in the streets, there's a sense of calm whilst it's all going on. So it's almost like there's just this calmness within the madness. And once you kind of appreciate that, I think you kind of find your groove quite easily. You kind of learn to block it out to a degree.
So I'm going to sign off here, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog of our 3 days in Rishikesh. It's just been unbelievable, and I hope some of that has kind of come through the video. If you've liked this video, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. It really helps. I'm really trying to work on these videos and become more consistent. I'm going to do a separate vlog and video upload of our time in Mumbai. We're going to be there for a week, so there's going to be a lot going on there. Lots of food and some sightseeing, but mostly food.
We're staying at 2 hotels as well over our sort of 6-7 nights there. So please make sure you check that one out as well. But I hope you've liked this and it's inspired you maybe to visit Rishikesh one day. Have a good day, guys, and I shall see you in my next one. Cheers.